Our next guest is Wayne Marek. Wayne is running for Assembly in the 26th District here in Morris County. Wayne has been active politically for many years, including the Morris Plains Committee School District. He's also the chairman of the Subcommittee for Shared Services, and he's on the Board of Education here in Morris County. Welcome, Wayne.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
So, I sense a lot of excitement as well in your campaign. You go door to door a lot here in the county and meet your neighbors. Is that correct?
I think that door to door is without question the best way to meet the voters and understand their needs and their concerns. I have been a proponent of it. I think it's more valuable than money, and I think that that is the key to victory.
What have you learned from talking with the people? In other words, what do you find that their main concerns are?
Well, that's an excellent question. When you talk to people door to door, you see them at what I would like to say is they're most honest. And they say, crisis breeds opportunity. And I think that's true. People are engaged now, and they're talking about the things that are really worrying them now. And they're very concerned about their overall quality of life. They're worried about whether or not they're going to lose their job. Their property taxes are going up. If their property taxes go up and they lose their job, how are they going to pay for that? These are the things that concern people on a day-to-day basis in Morris County.
So yeah, you're hearing the people's concerns, and I think I'm hearing that one of them is about property taxes, and that of course leads to how can we as a county save money, including whether it be shared services or consolidation or even revitalizing the cities, which would help the suburbs.
That's, again, Dave, an excellent point. And I basically can sum it up like this. So go the cities, so goes state aid and funding to our rural and suburban municipalities in LD 26 in Morris County. Because what I learned 2 years ago when I debated the GOP incumbents is that they had what seemingly was an ironclad argument. It's the fault of those people, poor people in our distressed urban areas, that your suburban property taxes are so high. And seemingly it was an airtight argument until you realize that they're just telling you what the symptom of the problem is, not how to cure it. Until we address the issue of poverty in our distressed urban areas and begin to rebuild and revitalize those distressed urban areas, make them into the industrial and manufacturing epicenters that they once were and could be again, in time and turn, you will see the vast amount of state aid and state funding that goes into propping up these distressed urban areas year over year come back to Morris County, lowering our property taxes and improving our overall quality of life.
That sounds good. So tell me, what does an assemblyman do?
Well, think of it in the context of this. The governor is basically the commander-in-chief for the state of New Jersey, or any state for that matter. And the state senate would be the equivalent of an executive committee. And the assembly would be the lower house version of that. And we break it down to the idea that you would have 2 assemblymen so that you would have more representation, more access to your representatives statewide. So while you have 1 governor, you have 40 state senators, and then I would be one of 80 assemblymen in the New Jersey State Legislature.
Okay, and Legislative District 26, what part of the county does that represent?
That represents 12 municipalities in Morris County and 3 in Passaic. Overall, 15 municipalities.
So does that mean that you'll be spending a lot of time down in Trenton?
I think that I would like to be as much in Trenton as I am in Morris County. I think that an assemblyman, if he does his job properly, can balance between being available to his constituents but also being in Trenton working for those issues that are concerning his constituents.
So then, how does that compare to our current assemblymen who seem to get elected and then disappear?
I think that it becomes a sense of entitlement. One of the incumbents that I'm challenging has been 20 years in the assembly, and I think that over that amount of time, one starts to become complacent and stagnant. And I would dare say that if Morris County if he was going to have, the solutions for Morris County, that if they were going to happen, they would have happened by now, over 20 years, and they have not. And I would also say, to that, 10 years, his party had both houses of the legislature and the governor's office, and they had no solutions.
So time for some new blood, and you're the man for the job.
Absolutely.
So every campaign needs a lot of things. They need funding, you need volunteers, you need media. What are you excited about this year, and what else? How can the viewers tonight help you?
Well, I think that, again, door-to-door is the basic bread and butter to any campaign, getting out and meeting the people. And if anybody was interested in getting involved in my campaign, you can find me at www.marekforassembly.com. And if you click on the contact link there, you will find all of my information. I try to be as accessible as possible to all of the people.
And for those of our viewers who maybe don't have internet, is there a way that they can get involved? Maybe they should come down to the county headquarters or a phone number, or?
Yes, you can always find my information at the Morris County Democratic headquarters in Morristown, or you can call me at 973-292-1148. That's a direct line to me. And my email at wbm13@yahoo.com.
Fantastic. So a lot of ways to get a hold of Wayne.
There shouldn't be a way not to get a hold of me.
Excellent. So again, I sense a lot of excitement from you. I really appreciate you being my guest tonight. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me, Dave.
And we would love to hear from you, and we'd love for you to get involved. So please join us at www.morrisdems.org or phone us at 973-984-8080. That's 973-984-8080. And please remember to vote November 3rd. Thanks.